Nightcap, South playing number 2 University just a few hours ago. Winner plays George Washington tomorrow morning. Cheyenne Hayes is who we'll start with. Sharp grounder through the infield. That'll put a couple of runners on for the Lady Patriots. Next, Peyton Mackey cranks it to deep left. That'll one-hop the fence for a ground rule double. 1 run will score as South takes a 1-0 lead. Bottom first, Maddie Campbell. Ground ball to short, and Hayes fields it on the knees, making the throw. What a play to get the first out. We go to the second inning. 1 runner on, little excuse me swing from Taylor Casino. Legging out an infield single to put 2 runners on for University. Aniston Shelton, though, gets the strikeout swinging to leave the runner stranded. She's fired up. Her second outing of the day, top of the third. Mackey drives the ball to right center field, and with 2 strikes, that gets down. She's into third with a triple. But Sophia LaHoist, just like Aniston Sheldon, getting the strikeout to escape without any damage done there, and University goes on to win it 7-1.